they're 30-minute halves. You haven't got time to build and build and build. You've got to go at it 110% yourself. So when I say be direct, it doesn't mean I'm going to get the ball here and I'm going to launch it as far as I can, but it means I'm thinking about getting the ball into the feet of the front men as quickly and as early as I can. Also conscious of the fact that there's some pace here. We want to hit it into the channels. I want Jeff running non-stop in those channels. Non-stop in those channels. No need, because of the grass. It's going to fuck us over. Alright? But we want to make sure that we're getting a lot of possession in the final third, because that's what's going to kill him. If you're holding on to the ball too long, if you're holding on to the ball longer than 4 seconds, you're holding on to it too long. Keep that in your mind as well. Okay? Ready? Everyone good? Everyone stretched? Yeah. Get the balls out and just start moving in this end. Right. Warm up was flat, that's because time ran away from us. So you now have to make sure you've got to make up for the flatness as soon as the game starts. Right? It's not your fault, it's just how it is. Time's run away from us, so we're probably not feeling 110%. So don't overplay in the first 5 or 10. Don't overplay. Let yourself get into the rhythm of the game. But as I said before, not a big game for us, but an important one. It's an important one. I want to finish top 6. We're good enough for that. We're good enough for that. We're a newly promoted side who has underachieved. But I take that as a positive because I know what's still to come. So let's put our hands in. Pretty good. I want a reaction. Wait, last 20 of last week not good enough. I want a fucking reaction. Alright, so on 3, Panthers, and say it like you mean it. 1, 2, 3. Panthers! Welcome back, people. It's another SLP TV production. It's myself, Little Gaffer Wheeler. We are back with another game. It is another double header. We're against Kawooya, a team that we faced before competitively in a couple of cup games. We managed to get the better of them those times. We've played them in a couple of friendlies as well. So a decent side. They look like they've got quite a few new faces. We've got new faces as well, but it seems like they've got 2 whole 11s. As it looked like they had another 11 waiting on the sidelines to come on. So an interesting one with a double header. It's always interesting to see how the first game goes as to how the second game unfolds as well. But this should be a good one. Let's see how the boys get on. Good touch there by the striker who's brought it down, got others into play. I think he actually plays for Rocker Seniors in the Alberton and Bromley League, so he's going to be a bit of a handful for us as it's played forward and it's cut out comfortably. First meaningful attack here from the Panthers is played in the wide position. Good little step over there, but a good challenge by the Kawooya defender who manages to play out. It's quite a cagey affair at the start, and no team really getting to grips of the game. It's all a little bit bitty. As it's being played forward, it's breaking down, but we seem to be attacking here at the moment. It's a little bit slow. I would like the tempo to be a lot higher than that. As you can see, it's given an opportunity for Adrian now. Slipped in, who's cut back. We've got to get a shot off here, and well, just a really bad touch with his left foot. Cam there, just clipping line. Very narrow for us at the moment, so it's easily defended by Kawooya. Played into Carps. If you know Sunday League, if you know non-league, you're going to know him. Plays for Kenningwell in the Alberton and Bromley as well. So we've got a couple of players in that know their stuff as that attack breaks down. Again, it's a slow build-up from Panthers. I would like it to be a lot quicker than that. The width here being provided by Sheldon. You can see just how narrow we are. But as that ball's played in, Ruel! Oh, that's got to be surely! And it's cut out there by Kawooya. First real sighter from either side. Kawooya with the throw-in. Played short. Played up top, cut out by Stephen here. And again, we've got our wingers in central midfield. There really isn't enough width being provided by us here. As Kenningwell as Kawooya looked to have been played in. Really good save there by Tom. Ooh, we were cut open there. Good opportunity for Kawooya. Maybe they should have done better. Another quick 1-2 pass around the corner from a throw-in. He finds there into the box. Craig, good defending there. Plays it out again. We rejoin the action here in midfield.
just breaking down for either team really in this midfield position. It's quite congested in there. I think if you get the ball out wide, you're going to have joy, which is what Kawooya have done here. And you see the gap there that's opening up in the channel as they square it for this player. He's just got to slot it through. Ah, it's a bad touch. So you can hear Tom there saying, where has the width gone? I tend to agree to him, because what's now going to happen if Kawooya is switched on is they're going to realise that everyone's in a central position as we've won the ball high there, and it's just broken down. Just breaking down for us at the moment in the final third, but we are getting opportunities. But as Tom was saying there, where has the width gone? We can see, you can pretty much, when we're on the ball, throw a blanket over where we are on the pitch, which is not great. Where we are staying so narrow, we have to move that ball very quickly to create opportunities and create space. If it's slow and narrow, then we are not disrupting the defensive shape of the opposition. And what you may find is when they break us down and are able to counter, and if they're quick in transition, they may find joy in the wider area. So, bit of a conundrum for us here. We need to open it up. Throwing for Kawooya. They're doing very well to attack these wide areas at the moment. As the ball gets floated in, Stephen wins it. We've got to try and break out from here. You can see there's a lot of bodies deep in our own half, and Stephen he's got a lack of opportunity to get the ball away there, lack of options I should say, as the ball breaks down here to Kawooya and he comes in and he wins it again. This is not a good start from us. So the resulting throw-in for Kawooya. He's done well to evade two challenges there, looking for options. Plays out to Carps, don't let him on his left foot, winds one up, luckily that's blocked. And this is where we need to try and break, pace and options. What's he got in front of him? Clips line, it's just going to hold up. Can you see if you can get it past him? I think the pitch was just holding things up, and there's a good challenge there by the Kawooya defender. They're playing out nicely into Carps. He's not rushing anything, but that's good pressure there by Matt. We want to try and win the ball there in the final third if we can, but Kawooya find a way out. It looks like they've got the switch on, which is just over here. They play forward, Kawooya, and it's cut out there by Sheldon. Ooh, nice little bit of skill there to get away, but now he's got to try and pick a pass, which he looks to go line. Ruel comes short, just miscommunication there. If Ruel is coming short, what I would like to see is Elijah spin and go in behind. It's just breaking down. Our movement is not particularly great at the moment all over the pitch. It's very congested. And what you find here is Kawooya are playing more direct style, but it's working for them. Now, that's not long ball. It means they're getting it forward quickly into areas in which their wide players can attack. It's very smart. But what we need to do now is exactly this. If we're going to drive out, it then needs to be played off and another player needs to be making a run. And so this happens where we've got a switch on, because Matt will find the players in these wide areas. But if we're standing still and watching play develop, we're never going to get that opportunity. As Cam picks the ball up here, he's come forward because Kawooya, I think, have just retreated ever so slightly, gone a little bit deeper. But again, it's that overplaying. It's just, the problem is the pitch doesn't allow you to sort of really play on this. And what you find here is a ball over the top. It's a foul. Oh, that's a tricky one for the referee. I think he may have just got away with one there because it's a genuine attempt for the ball or a collision. I'm not too sure, but it's lined up here for the free kick. If he gets this over with a bit of whip and bend, you might find ourselves going 1-0 down. Luckily, he doesn't.
Yeah, come on! Yeah!
You can see there for Kawooya, they're getting joy because every pass is forward, and that makes perfect sense on this sort of surface. They've got to play it forward and try and get us turned as they look for a cutback here. Well defended there by Craig. It's a bitty performance from us at the moment. Kawooya are doing the right thing where they're trying to play forward. We're playing very narrow, and so it's a clash of styles at the moment where maybe we're going short and trying to drive, whereas Kawooya are going more direct into the feet of their forwards quickly, and it's working for them as they find themselves with a corner here. And we're quite good from set pieces. I should hope that we get this away. We do. It's Cam that clears it. Dropping to the Kawooya player here. Now what can he do? Is he going to take him on a cross? Puts another cross in. Well defended there by Matt. And this is where we want to break. We really want to tap and run here and try and get someone played in if we can. That's good direct play there by Jeff. Quaker on the ball. Plays it out to the outside channel. And the Kawooya defender was just a little bit quicker to it there. As they seem to play out. And look, another forward pass. That's the best thing to do on this sort of surface. Get it into your forward men early. And we seem to have won the ball there. But again, it's breaking down. We seem to be dealing with the pressure, but as it's played forward, we're not making the right decisions at the moment. So it's from this position here, we should be showing. If you have a look here, nobody's moving. And that seems to be an issue for us at the moment. Nobody is really moving off the ball to receive the pass. And that's it. Half time, 0-0. Not a great first half. See what the gaffer has to say.
Game's not finished yet, mate.
Very great. You doing? Alright, listen. Slight change of shape where the personnel are going to be. Jeff, you're going to go on the right hand side, and I want you to get chalk on your boots and just be very direct. Okay, Quaker, you're going to drop in the 10 and work with Matt and Steve. They're a bit isolated at the moment. That's because you're two sitting so far to win it. So as you continue to drop, there's a gap in that middle there. Alright, it's not his fault. I'm just saying that's what's happening. That's how the game is panning out. So you're going to go centre forward, and Ruel, you're going to go on the left as well. Stay there, yeah. There is so much space in behind them, and wide. But we've come extremely narrow. And when it's broken down, we've stopped and we've watched them play. So we've got 6 players that are working their bollocks off defensively. So then when they win it back, we're not engaged now. That is because we had a shit warm-up. A fucking terrible warm-up. And so that's filtered into the game. So now, you need to get your fucking heads right in this game. You can see what they've got going forward, but is there much at the back?
No.
So, Balls, if you're going to go direct, it's got to go over and let the players run onto it. Because of the long grass, if you drop it in, it's going to hold up and it's going to be good for them, not for us. Okay? But work with Quaker, work with Matt and Steve. 1 or 2 touch and then play it out wide. If we up this tempo, they can't match that. But you've got to fucking want to do that now, boys. You've got to want to do that. Alright? So you understand where you're playing, you still understand your jobs. Yeah. Let's get some shots off, yeah? Come on, boys! 30 more minutes of hard work!
So encouragement from the gaffer, it's too narrow and it's too slow. When we start opening ourselves up, getting into wider positions, we should get some joy. We've taken Jeff into the right of a 3 up top. Ruel on the left, Elijah up top in his more natural position. We've got goal scorers in the team. We just need to try and get them playing to the style that we know they can do. As Kawooya, again, another forward pass is exactly what you should be doing, but it's just broken down there. So centre forward doesn't get it ball under control, and this is exactly what we said, get the ball out wide. It's a really good pass there by Adrian into the feet of Jeff, who wants to work with Kwaku, crossing into the box, left foot surely, drops to Kwaku, around the corner to Jeff, and it just breaks down. Better signs there though. Forward from Kawooya again, we should deal with that. Adrian does, flicked on there by Matt, into the feet of Kwaku, into Stephen. This is much better, and it comes out wide. Much better from the boys. This is not what we were doing in the first half. 2 or 3 short passes, and then look for the option out wide into the channel for them to run onto. This is really good though, we're not rushing anything. It's come short again to Stephen. Good cross into the box. No one really attacking it, maybe slightly overhit, but this is much better football from us. Good pressure there as we win the ball high up the pitch. We want to win the ball in the final third. That's exactly what we said. Elijah there, good first touch into Kwaku. They're linking up quite well now. Round the corner to Jeff. Jeff is just taking a little bit of a heavy touch there. That's a shame. So it's gone out for a corner. The resulting corner is played in there. It's gone deep. That's a shame. That's not good enough really. Matt there sweeping up again. We've got Kawooya a little bit deeper in this half, which is good. So we're now inviting pressure onto them. Stephen still going with the ball there. I think Kwaku wanted that pass a little bit earlier as they look to break out there. Matt gets up again, another challenge. Matt gets up again, another challenge. As it's played into the Kawooya centre forward, he does well there to dig it out of his feet and get the ball wide. But we've won it again. This is a much better start from us. Much better start in the second half as Cam is driving forward now, and that's a really, really good recovery challenge from that lad there. That is superb. What we don't want is people like Carps to get time on the ball. His teammates let him down there, just lost it as it's played forward again, but we should deal with that. Adrian does, and it goes back to Tom to reset.
No, that's cool.
Played forward there by Tom. into the feet of Jeff. Jeff does really well to try and dig that out. Fantastic little play there by Jeff. That was a difficult pass. He's just lost his foot in there. It's a shame because he's done all the hard work and it just unfortunately got away from him. Karp's doing a good thing there by setting it back to a teammate, and he's looking for options off the ball. Matt then again is coming into another challenge. Is he going to challenge again? He's doing really well to try and stop Kawooya breaking out. It's a free kick, but I'll take that because he stopped the attack. They play it short this time, looking for the ball into the channel. Craig and Cam looking to break that up into Stephen. Getting a little bit of a challenge there, but he evades it. He's so strong in that central midfield, Stephen. Very comfortable on the ball as well. Really good technique on him. Played forward, just breaking down. This is where we need to try and drive. That's a good pass out there by Quakey. The boys are doing exactly what I asked of them. All credit to them. But it's just slowing down a little bit in the final third. We want it to be a little bit quicker. We don't want to lose this tempo, because if we do, that's going to allow Kawooya back into the game. And this opportunity here is a great one for them as they knock it round the corner. This lad's got a little bit about him. Pops it past Adrian. Craig does really well to slow him down there. Is he going to go for a shot? He feints. If he plays this out wide, we might be in trouble. He does do. Oh, it's just over. Good pass forward there by Kawooya. Well held by the centre forward into this wide left-hand position. They come back inside. They're starting to get a little bit of momentum now. I'm hoping that isn't the case, because they come into the box and he's just overrun it. Quakey's saying keep working it, keep going from side to side to create space like a pendulum. If it doesn't work down one side, you move across to the other. Try and create that opportunity for teammates to try and penetrate the opposition. Football, after all, is an invasion game. You've got to attack if you're going to get anything out of the game. This is what Quakey's trying to do here. He opens one up. He's just dropped into the middle of the goal. Maybe a bit wider. We might have tested him. But that's good though. We're starting to do things that we weren't doing in the first half of the first game. So this is a good opportunity for us to kick on. Good hold-up play there by the centre forward, who's managed to get his away from Craig in this position here. He cuts one back into the box and no one's really attacking it. That's really good centre forward play there. He set it and he spun. There was no teammate to play short, so he trusted his ability, took Craig down the wing, and it's now created this opportunity, and this lad just loses his footing right at a critical moment as we look to break out here. Good counter-attack opportunity, potentially 3 versus 4. Kawooya getting some bodies back. We need more teammates to support. Elijah just missing out there. We would have wanted a better touch in that position. But good pressure from him as well as he keeps the ball alive. No real shout of man on there. Matt picks it up, plays it into Kwaku. He's got a little bit of space, but you can see how bad the pitch is. Done really well to dig that out. Jeff goes for a shot. Oh, he's just tipped him around the corner, wiping there. Oh, that was the opportunity. He's come sliding in and it's gone straight into the hands of the goalkeeper again. If he managed to just poke it into the corner, that would have been 1-0 to the Panthers, but we still find ourselves at 0-0. Kawooya on the break now. After almost going 1-0 down, they're playing it out to the right-hand position. Matt again does really well to slow down the attack. They've played it out to Karps. He's got good intelligence here. He's probably going to spray it out a bit wider. He does. Comes to this lad who had a bit of about him. He winds one up and he just drags it wide. Kawooya going short, mixing it up, showing that they've got that about them as well. We're just holding off here. I think we're waiting for the trigger to press. Haven't really got the opportunity to open up there. That's why Kawooya are now coming a lot deeper to try and get on the ball, which is really good for us. That's actually very good defended. No point overexerting yourself to try and win a ball. Wait for the opposition to make an error, which they seem to have done so here. Jeff with the twinkle toes. He plays it and again it's right at the keeper. It's coming, it's building. We just need a couple of these shots to be a little bit more accurate into the corners and try and trouble the goalkeeper a bit more. But there's 2 or 3 really good opportunities there that we haven't quite taken, especially the one where Elijah slid in and just played it straight into the keeper's hands. We'd be upset not to be 1-0 up here. Kawooya playing short here, looking to play out from the back. That's good interception there by Kwaku up to Elijah. He's got good feet. What can he do here? Turns onto his left foot and it's just a bad touch. It takes it away from him. So Kawooya have slightly changed up their style of playing. They've gone from going forward earlier to now a shorter game. Let's see if that works for them. We seem to have done a lot better by trying to pin Kawooya back ever so slightly. But where we're pinning them back and we may be playing a little bit further up the pitch, maybe with a higher line, with their fast forward passes, that might get some joy out of them for them. So we've got to be really careful. As it slipped into Elijah and it's just got away from him. It's a shame. His opportunities are coming. We seem to be finding our feet now by getting the ball into the box, into the feet of our strikers within shooting distance. We just need to maintain this pressure. We saw how quickly we can almost nick a goal. We need to be able to do that. But we've got Kawooya here that are on the break. We're very narrow there again as well. If they are able to switch this from one side to the other, they might be in here on the left hand side. But he's done well to get past. Puts a cross in. Drops to their man. Doesn't really connect with it and it drops out for a corner. So they've taken it short here. I think I would have preferred to put one into the area. Well defended there. It's just slowed it down, but they seem to have picked it up on the second ball there. Carps goes for a left foot shot. It's blocked and it looks like it's out for another corner, which they're winding up here. I don't think they'll go short again. They play it in. It's cut out there by Cam in the front post, but it's another corner. A spell of pressure here from set pieces. Let's see whether they can capitalise. They've gone for a deeper one in the back post. Carps is up and it's well cleared there. I'm not sure who got the touch in it. Might have been Craig. We're a little bit slow to get out to it. I think maybe fatigue is setting in now. But it's played up to the top. Let's see if we can counter. It's dropped out here to the wide position for Ruel. The pitch really held it up there. That's killed the counter attack there. It's slowed it right down, but Ruel's done really well. He's still attacking. And Kawooya come across and stop the attack. We're deep into the second half now. There's been chances for either side. Still quite a tight, cagey affair. The next team that sort of gets the opportunity, they've got to take it. And that ball's just bounced straight across the box. Really, we want to be trying to get on the end of that. No point having these long throws if you're not going to have 2 or 3 guys going for it, first and second balls. But here we have Kawooya pressing forward again. Matty at the back there, cleans up, plays it forward. It's gone all the way. It looks like we're going to get on the end of that. It's Jeff. Jeff on his right foot. And it's a free kick. So I didn't realise the whistle had gone for a free kick there. As Kawooya play it forward. It's dropped to Carts, and what can he do? Can he pick out a pass? That's a decent ball if it drops over Craig's head. It does do. He's trying to shift onto his right foot. He should have gone on his left. If he'd gone on his left and driven hard and low, that would have been a goal. That's never a foul there. He needs to get up. He was playing for something there which was never going to be given. Steve there trying to maintain possession. Good pressure there by Kawooya. But Steve, you can see there, in tight areas he gets out of them. He finds a way, he finds a pocket of space and he gets out of it. Really talented player. And he's gone up again to try and win that challenge. He's been non-stop today, all credit to him. Playing it forward into the attacking players. Nice little touch there. Reverse pass, surely. Yeah, I can see why Ruel's upset there. A reverse pass from Elijah and I think he's in. But instead he goes for the shot. It's just breaking down for us in the final third. We're not taking our opportunities. 0-0, it's still anyone's game. But I think we've had quite a few chances here that really, on another day, I think we'd be taking. But for some reason, we're just dragging our shots wide or we're just under hitting them. Not quite getting the accuracy on the shots that we need. And it's still 0-0. We want to win this game. If we win this game, we can start moving up the table. But if we don't take these chances, that's never going to happen. As Kawooya here on the attack again, it drops their guy in the box. Good covering there by Cam, really strong. Read the danger, got his body in front of the player, blocked off the football and he's managed to clear here. And the ball's played forward again. We've done a little bit direct quite a lot at the moment in terms of, we're not putting it into areas, we're just playing it right up top, but that's good pressure by Ruel. Long throw again. Now someone else has to attack this. Again, it drops to a Kawooya player. I think we need a couple more bodies in there that are confident in going and attack that. If Kawooya win this, they've got a counter-attack on. There's an overload on that side and the ball's just dropped here. And thankfully we're able to play it forward. It goes right into the midriff of Carps. I hope he's alright. Drops to Cam. Cam plays forward again. Now, Be direct, take him on, 1v1, step over and onto the right hand side. He cuts inside to Adrian, Adrian cuts it across, and who is that there? It's Maxi! Oh, Max, that was the opportunity. We're deep in the second half. He slots that in, I think that's game done. And he's just dragged it wide.
First and second! Win it! Look at those plates!
Good feet there from Quake, who plays up to Jeff. Jeff just loses his footing at the wrong moment. Play forward into the channel to Kawooya, to Kwaku. Kwaku stops it. Big challenge there. Kwaku jumps out of the way and he's given a goal kick. I'm not too sure how he can give that as a goal kick when he's clearly slid in, caught it with his feet out for a corner, but it is what it is. At Sunday League, these things happen. So Kawooya looking to play short. No, they played it a bit longer into Karts. Karts doesn't really have the support there. Maxi picks it up. He's just playing in slightly advanced to the two central midfielders there. We wanted him to come on and press. He seems to be helping. He's come back onto Jeff. Jeff with his left foot. And it's just caught onto the player again as Matt tries to follow it up with another shot. Jeff there composed, trying to turn, trying to find space. Is that a free kick? Well, looks like it was a free kick to me, but he's dropped here to Ruel. Ruel! That's a save. These opportunities are racking up. There can't be long left in the game. It's got to be final seconds of the game, surely, as the corner's played in. And it's dropped there, and Adrian! Oh, he's done a Gaza. He's just missed it. Surely, I think this is the last kick of the game as the corner floats in again. We've won it again, and he's still not sticking it in the back of the net. Goes for a long driver there, and it goes wide. And I think that is the final moments of this game. It was really end-to-end stuff in certain parts of the game, but if I look at it, I think we had the best of it. I really do. If you look at the opportunity Elijah had where he slid in and hit the goalkeeper, if you look at that opportunity right at the depth there where Max 1v1 just drags it wide, I think we had the better of the opportunities. But look, if we don't take our chances, this is what happens. It's a point, maybe a fair result in the end, but looking at the chances we had, I think we could have nicked it. But we go again, second game on its way.